And Malawians voting in a crucial election that will decide the country's leadership for the next 5 years. Malawians have come out in large numbers to cast their votes, selecting leaders for the next 5 years. Citizens are electing councillors, members of parliament, and a president, a process seen as vital to shaping Malawi's political and economic future. The election comes at a time of both challenge and cautious optimism. In a striking turn, two former presidents, Joyce Banda and Mutharika, have returned to the political stage, raising their stakes in this contest. Polls are scheduled to close at 4 p.m. local time, after which counting will begin immediately. Now, News Central's Bongani Siziba is in Malawi. We cross over to her right now for the latest. Bongani, good evening, or is it good afternoon there? Thank you for joining. Can you give us the latest? What's happening in Malawi?
It's still afternoon here, 4 p.m. Mazino. Good afternoon to you, and thank you for having us. It's been a very hectic day. Voting across the country has officially closed its most polling stations, marking the end of a crucial day as Malawians exercised their democratic right to choose their leaders for the next 5 years. So today, Malawians from all walks of life headed to the polls to cast their votes for presidential candidates, member of parliament, and local councillors. I can say the atmosphere was charged with anticipation as citizens hope for their choices will translate into effective service delivery and development. And among notable figures who participated today were the presidential candidate, that is Mutharika, who cast his vote in Goliath in his home area. Also, former President Bakili Mluzi cast his vote in his hometown in Machinga district, with the former president also Joyce Banda, who also voted earlier in her home district, and the current president, that is Michael Usi, also vying for the presidency, cast his vote in Blantyre, and this all signifies an engagement in electoral processes for all these candidates. Earlier on, we know that the president Lazarus Chakwera also casted his vote in his home area. But I'm here at this polling station. I understand voting has closed, and with me, I'm with the polling presiding officer, just to take us through. Now the voting is closed. What's next? What are we looking forward to?
All right, thank you so much. The day has been so well. Everything went on well. The voting started earlier as 6 a.m. as the law stipulates, and by 4 area as 6 a.m. By 4 p.m. we closed the votes. So far, so good. We didn't encounter any challenges. The voting, the turnout of voters was quite okay. We have closed the polling station. Now we are going straight into reconciliation. Then after, we'll count the votes for this polling station.
So after counting the votes, what happens? Where do you place the votes so that the public or those who want to see will see? And then after that, what happens?
All right, thank you so much. After counting the votes as a polling station, we'll transfer the results electronically to the constituency tally center. Fortunately enough, is already also placed at this polling station. Thereafter, we'll also carry the physical results sheet to the constituency tally center, whereby the constituency tally center will now receive votes from all the polling stations within this constituency.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Mazino, you just heard what is going to happen here. Voting has closed in most polling stations, but I guess there are also some polling stations that opened later, and some polling stations that still have queues. Maybe they will close later on, because the Malawi Electoral Commission said that if it's 4 p.m. and there are still people in the queues, those that are still in the queues are allowed to vote. So I guess in other polling stations there are people who are still in the queues, but officially the voting has closed in Malawi. Now the counting begins. Citizens of Malawi are now eagerly waiting to see what their votes have translated into. So the upcoming days will be here just speaking to Malawians. We'll also go to the the tally center just to see what is happening there. But for our viewers, they must keep watching, because we'll come back at 6 p.m. with more updates. It's now back to you in the studio, Mazino.
Thank you very much, Bongani.